What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Going to be playing a game on PTCGO today, and I'm rocking Lost March again. I've really wanted to revisit this deck ever since my first gameplay with it. It's just such a cool deck. I love it a lot. There are some issues with the deck overall. I mean, getting energy streamed is one thing. Drawing into cards without committing to a Tapu Lele is another. So I'm trying some kind of off-the-wall things with the list this time around. We're going to see how it goes. It's probably going to be a little bit sketchy, but you never know until you try it. So we're going to give it a try and see what we end up with. We've cut Lele from the list altogether. I'm playing more supporters, which should in theory kind of work, but yeah, lo and behold, here we go with a dead opening hand. I think I want to just Lost Blunder away the two Trumbeaks and then hopefully draw into a card off our one. That's like what we're going for here. We got a Great Ball. All right, so we can see what we get with that Great Ball. We've got a Natu and a Skiploom. Also trying Life Forest in here. I mean, the thing is, combating Spell Tag is really tough for this deck to do. I'm not sure that it even is possible, but we're going to give it a shot at least. I think as far as like one-ofs go, you could play one Field Blower, which probably won't do anything, but at least Life Forest could like stick for a couple of turns and can heal off any snipe damage done to your jump bluffs. So like that's kind of my thought there, is that maybe you build a board with just jump bluffs against spell tag decks and hopefully you lean on your one of Life Forest and maybe that gets you there. Probably won't. I mean, other decks are playing Shrine of Punishment and things like that, but at least it gets you one turn of healing on your jump bluffs, which is, you know, potentially better than one turn of Field Blower. So like that was my thought there. It's kind of a cute idea, but probably not the best one, but something that we're trying overall. My opponent is off to the races here. Yikes. Field Crush can do 30 damage, but they're probably going for Freezing Flames here. If this Pokemon has any fire energy attached to it, this attack does 80 more damage. I have not actually seen a White Kyurem deck yet. It looks like they are playing the Quagsire 2, which is cool. Will allow them to maneuver their energy around. We draw into another Guzma. That is like definitely not what we wanted, but we do have some options here. We are going to go Floral Path to the Sky and get myself a jump bluff. I'm also playing like a Marshadow in here. I'm playing thicker Zebstrika line. I'm trying to play a Ditto Prism Star in here, even though it doesn't count towards your Lost March damage. It's just, you know, these are things that I'm just trying. I don't know. We're trying to get crazy with the Lost March list. I wasn't exactly stoked on where it was, so we're trying to get creative here. But, you know, we're not exactly getting anywhere too fast. We can't knock out that Wooper, though, so we're gonna. Let's go and Lost March. Take a prize, at least. We've got a jump bluff in play. It's not all bad. We could draw out here. You never know. We're playing like, there's my one copy of Energy Recycle System. Yikes. Oh, boy. We are playing 4 copies of Lily. We're playing like a 2-2, a 2-2 Zebstrika line. We're playing 1 copy of Marshadow as well. So we have options to draw cards, you know, without Lele here. I feel like I have, you know, a decent amount of supporters. Just that Lele always ends up losing me the game whenever I play with it. So I wanted to try and build a list without it. And maybe Lost March ends up needing to play Magcargo. That's a possibility as well. You could play Magcargo in here with the Rangaroo, and Magcargo actually works pretty well with Lost Blunder, so that would be a pretty valid idea actually, and I might try that. You know, Lost Blunder, Magcargo, you get to ditch 2 things to the Lost Zone, draw whatever card you might want off the top. Could end up being better than Zebstrika in this deck, just because, you know, Zebstrika is just super disruptive to your own hand. And that's it. Yeah, my opponent's got this one. So we're going to scoop it up, go to the next game, and try out this list again. And if this list is not proven to be what's what, then we'll dive into the list again, and we're going to try Magcargo out, because honestly, Magcargo seems like a pretty not bad idea. Most non-GX decks in format at this point have, you know, kind of leaned on Magcargo to do some heavy lifting as far as consistency goes, and I don't see what necessarily makes Lost March any different, especially with cards that just get you a card off the top deck like Lost Blunder. So we'll see here. That would have been a great starting hand if we had had a basic, but we don't. So that's all good. Going to shuffle up and try again. There we go. All right, so this hand is fine. I'll rock with that. We've got a hop up in the active. My opponent's going first, so I guess we'll start Natu here. Hop up on the bench since we need to evolve it, and then, yep, we'll go from there. I can Ultra Ball away the Jump Bluff and the Skip Loom, and then just Rescue Stretcher those back into the deck. I'm okay with that as well. And then just let loose from 4, and hopefully we get ourselves a supporter card. When I do Ultra Ball the Jump Bluff and Skip Loom away, I'm probably going for like a Ditto Prism Star that I plan on evolving into Zebstrika. I decided that the Ditto Prism Star was just kind of worth it, I think, in order, like, if we're going to play Zebstrika. I never really have issues getting Pokemon into the Lost Zone. So I decided to cut Choice Band as well. Those are just not what ended up losing me games with Lost March. What ended up losing me games was like the deck itself, just not having the energy I needed, getting sniped and things like that. Those are what I'm seeing lose games for Lost March. So we're trying to increase consistency overall without having Lele, which is kind of like, seems, kind of counterintuitive. Lele increases consistency, but as we saw with almost all non-GX decks have found ways to operate without Tapu Lele, and I think Lost March should not be any different. If Lost March wants to compete in that realm of non-GX deck, you definitely need to not be playing Tapu Lele to the field, because all non-GX decks just have a fantastic way to trade with that or knock it out. Now we are playing looks like a Malamar deck here. They could be playing Spell Tag. That is something that we have to be a little bit wary of, and Natu definitely does not like Spell Tag, so going to have to be careful about that. No, don't let loose me. I finally have a playable hand. Oh, goodness. I also like Let Loose and Zebstrika combo together. I think that that's a pretty substantial combo that we can use. Let Loose is just proven to be a really, really good card in this standard format. I love that you can just drop it and see 4 new cards out of nowhere. Lots of decks are utilizing it. And just for the early game disruption, the hand disruption, Judge has proven to be less and less valuable. And really most decks are kind of opting for Let Loose Marshadow over, Judge. So this is a even better starting hand, so I'm down with that for sure. We're just going to Great Ball here, see what we get off the Great Ball. We got Zebstrika, we've got a Hop-Ip. I think I take the Hop-Ip here. Just bench that, bench the Blitzel, and then Lily, and hope to Lost Blunder some things away. I didn't want to really Lost Blunder any of those guys away, so we'll just do that, and then Lily for 6 cards, and then hopefully we get to, yes, we do. In fact, we may even get to attack here. Let's see, can I get 2 for, I can Netball for a Grass Pokemon, and I can Lost Mixer that away with the Natu, and then if I Great Ball, we'll see what I Great Ball into here. All right. I think I yes, I needed a Trumbeak. Yes, we did. All right, so the Trumbeak, now we have it here, so that's cool. I can knock out this Deoxys turn 1. And then we can Netball for, like, anybody, like Hop-Ip here. And then we can Lost Blunder away the Natu and the Hop-Ip. And sure, we get a Grass Energy. Very good. And then Trombone, toss him out to the Lost Zone as well. My opponent's getting a Psychic off top. And then we go here, and Lost March for knockout should be 120 damage. Perfect there. Great stuff. So I don't always get turn 1 knockouts. Nope, not usually. Don't get turn 1 knockouts with Lost March. So that was kind of exciting for sure. And definitely a promising start to the game with 3 Pokemon in the Lost Zone. I do have a turn 2 Zebstrika, but it's tough. What do I Ultra Ball for here? Do I Ultra Ball for the Zebstrika? I think I actually need to Ultra Ball for the Hop-Ip since I have the Grass in hand already. And then we just hope that we hit the Zebstrika off of Cynthia there in case we need to draw more cards. That kind of seems like the ideal route here. Because I have that grass energy. That is definitely one of the sketchiest things about Lost March, is that you need to evolve first before you attach the grass energy. Don't love that about the deck, but it's fine. You guys will also see that in this list right now, I'm trying out, like I said, this is like a very very experimental kind of list here. I have cut Elms completely from the deck. I'm just playing 4 Great Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, and doing that thing. We'll bench the Ditto Prism Star since we can, turn that into a jump bluff here eventually. Let's see. Or can we? Does that actually not qualify? I'm going to check. Okay, because that might not work at all. The Ditto Prism Star might just be here to evolve into Trumbeak. That is interesting for sure. I do have 1 Guzma left in the deck, so I'm fine just ditching the Guzma because I want to look. So that might actually end up being a horrible inclusion. Let's see. Does it say when you evolve Hoppip, once during your turn, you may search your deck for Jump Bluff and put... Okay, no. So I could evolve Skip Bloom. Okay. So I could still do the Floral Path into the sky and get the Skip Bloom into the discard pile, even if I evolve from Ditto Prism Star. So that's good. Okay, I just wanted to check and make sure there. Good. Once during your turn before you attack, you may search your deck for a Jump Bluff, put this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into the Lost Zone. Very good. So yeah, we'll do that. And we'll bench the Ditto Prism Star just in case we have to. And that is suboptimal. It's not ideal, but I like the flexibility. I don't think that it's, like I said, I don't think it's like a game-losing situation at all, like just missing the 1 Lost Zoner that you miss from the 1 Ditto. That's actually fantastic draws here off that Cynthia. Wow, that's just really good. So we'll get another one of these. And then we have Great Ball 2, so we'll hope it for a Zebstrika here or just another Trumbeak. That would be really good. We've got Let Loose, Marshadow, and also Natu. We'll keep the Natu just because hitting for Psychic Weakness, really good. So we'll hang on to him. We're going to Trombone, yes. All right, my opponent's getting an Inkay. And what are we rocking now in the Lost Zone? We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 160 damage there, pretty good. Definitely enough to take care of that Marshadow. And then I guess I'll bench the Natu as well. I don't think there's any harm in benching the Natu, so that's fine. We'll just Lost March here. And we got that, 160 damage, and then, we should be rocking upwards of like 200 damage and so forth for the, kind of upcoming turns. I'm a little bit skeptical on the Ditto Prism Star. Like I said, I kind of just tossed him in here to kind of help smooth things out. I don't think that you'll miss that damage output all that much. You have so many Pokemon in this deck now. I really have jammed it packed with Pokemon. We got 25 Pokemon in the deck, and you're telling me that we have to just get 10 Pokemon in the Lost Zone in order to start taking one-hit knockouts, 9 in some situations. That's plenty, honestly, especially with Trumbeak, who just pitches himself to the Lost Zone. Skip Bloom pitches itself to the Lost Zone. So many ways to get Pokemon into the Lost Zone. I have cut down to only 3 Lost Mixer too. I cut down on Lost Mixer to attempt to just get more consistency in the deck. The Lost Mixers are really good. I might need to bump back up to 4 just to increase the consistency that I get Pokemon into the Lost Zone. But I'm just messing with numbers. You never really learn anything if you don't just mess with numbers here. They're going to go for my Blitzel. They're either trying to stick it active or they're trying to knock it out. If they're trying to stick it active because they don't have anything, then that is unfortunate for them. But if they are trying to, Moon's Eclipse it, I guess, that's fine. I have Guzma. But they don't. They're just trying to stick it active. So that is unfortunate for them because I have an answer here. I want to save my last Guzma just in case. So I'm going to do that. And then, see, I have 2 Zebstrika in deck, so I could easily just evolve the Ditto into a Zebstrika. I think I want to just retreat this thing. I've got the Energy Recycle system in my deck, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to retreat this and then Cynthia to draw more cards just in case I can get a Zebstrika active or something like that. No, we can't, but that's okay because I'll just Lost March here. So retreat into Jump Bluff, and Lost March for knockout. Then the Energy Recycle system, pretty clutch there because I'll just be able to get that grass back to attack again. Now, we do wish that we had Guzma or something, since we are just like definitely about to get, Dawn Winged here. But that's okay, because I do have a free retreater in Jump Bluff, and I can actually Marsh Shadow to try and find some different options. So I'm okay with this. We'll hopefully eventually get Zebstrika out. I have 2 Zebstrikas in deck, so I could sprint twice, which would definitely increase my odds of finding that Guzma, which would be really clutch. My opponent does have a Giratina in their deck, but it doesn't seem like the deck is Giratina focused, so I'm not really worried about the snipe here. That stadium, honestly, may end up just being a horrible idea, but that's okay. We're out here just trying to learn, just trying things out. It's fine. I'm not ashamed to show off bad ideas sometimes on the channel. Like I've said previously, if you guys have, watched my videos for long enough, anytime I'm playing PTCGO, I'm filming. So there are no times where I'm just getting to test out my own bad ideas by myself. Y'all get to see that because that's just the life. I'm just busy and having to crank out videos every day. I have to test while also performing and playing. So that's just where we're at. But this list is like working pretty good. I'm not disappointed in this at all. We'll run in another game after this one to try and get some more results with it, and then I can show off the list again. I'm really stoked on Zebstrika as a card, and I want to try and build lists to accommodate it more, but I think if you are playing Zebstrika in Lost March, you definitely need to be playing probably like more energy or more ways to get the energy back, just so that you can afford to sprint your hand away. And they do perform their GX there. That is what we were expecting. That's fine because I can Lost Blunder some things. We got a Guzma. But we don't have... Oh, yes, we do have an energy. Busted. Awesome. All right, we got it all. We are good to go. So we want to Guzma and knock something out. We have how many Pokemon in the Lost Zone? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 will do it. So we can Lost Blunder away. Oh, this is amazing. Let's Lost Blunder away a Lily and a Jump Bluff. That's cool. And we get an Ultra Ball. Yes, that is awesome. We can Energy Recycle System. So busted Energy Recycle System. Really love that. And we can, let's see. I think I like actually Ultra Balling away the Cynthia and the Lily just to get myself a Zebstrika. Guzma. Yeah, let's do all that. So we are going to Energy Recycle System. We're going to put a basic energy from my discard pile into my hand. We're going to get the grass, and then we're going to attach that grass to my Jump Bluff. We need to retreat it. So let's do this. Let's do retreat into Blitzel. Guzma, Tapu Lele. Busted. We'll bring Jump Bluff into the active position. We've Guzma'd already. I like to set up my Sprint Man, please. 1 sprinter to the field. And I could have, I could get a Skiploom here. I could get a Trumbeak. I think just getting Sprint, I think, will carry me through the rest of the game. I'm going to evolve my Ditto Prism Star there just to have it. And then let's just let loose and draw 4 new cards. And also disrupt my opponent's swag situation over there. Let's check the deck. Do I have one? Let's see. Can I use my Floral Pathway to the Sky? I guess I should check that out with Netball first. Do I have a Jump Bluff in here? I do not. So that was good of me to not do that. I also, let's see, I have the Grass Energy. I don't really want to get the Grass Energy. I want to save those in the deck. So this hand doesn't really help me. I need to find Rescue Stretcher to throw them back into the deck. So let's just pass on that. And then we're actually cool just sprinting this hand away since we don't have the Jump Bluff in the deck. We need to find the Rescue Stretcher. So that'll do it. Rescue Stretcher will throw those back into the deck. And then I have Grass Energy. So let's just Rescue Stretcher, shuffle 3 Pokemon from my discard pile back into the deck. We'll throw the 2 Jump Bluff and the Natu back in. And now we can Floral Path away to the Sky which is awesome, and just chuck those two guys into the lost zone. And now we're cruising, right? I mean, now the deck looks like a real deck. We're like doing everything that we need to do. 200 damage, 220 damage. We've got Zebstrika out here. We've got another Blitzel. We could potentially sprint twice next turn. This is like really, really good. I feel like I want more Guzmas in the deck, or maybe even just a Pal Pad or something like that, in order to be able to just shuffle supporters back into the deck, since you're going to be sprinting them away. That seems really good, even just one Pal Pad, because it's a burnable card that you can play kind of on the run as you're sprinting, right? So that would be good. I think one Pal Pad definitely would be good. As it is right now, we've got 4 Lily in the deck. Like I said, 4 Great Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, which seems really good. Just 2 Net Ball, I think, since we increased our grass count to 4 with the energy recycle system. So I have plenty of grass energy now. The thing that I want, the most is probably more Guzmas. But the 3 Guzma does seem fine. It is going to win us this game here, no doubt, because all we have to do is announce an attack to win the game, so that should be no problem whatsoever. And I'm excited to see how our final game goes. Setting up with Zebstrika definitely stabilizes this deck. Definitely allows us to hit everything that we need to hit in order to win. I don't think that my opponent has any route here, so they're going to play out their last turn and just see what they can do, maybe see if they can just bring it to 3 prizes, but we kind of set up. The turn 1 knockout with Natu was really clutch. That was good, just to get out the gates and be aggressive. That's something that Lost March is usually like a turn 2 knockout kind of deck for sure. And like I was saying, Guzma will also increase the amount of switch cards in the deck. We don't actually have any, switch cards in the deck, and we have a bunch of kind of 1 retreaters, which is fine because we can retreat them all manually, but that does leave us, susceptible to if our opponent was ever playing some sort of stall deck, or if they ever wanted to counter catcher up somebody and kind of hammer my energy away. That would be a very valid strategy against Lost March, which is like a little bit sketchy. So you could play things like Tate and Liza. That's actually not a horrible idea in this deck, just to give yourself a switch option as well. Even just one Tate and Liza instead of 4 Lily is not like a horrible idea, and I could definitely see that, since sometimes shuffle drawing with Zebstrika in play is better than playing a card like Lily. So that is that. We've got ourselves the second Zebstrika here, so I don't see any reality where we whiff the energy, because we can sprint twice and we'll top deck. So we're going to see 8, 9 cards next turn. There's the DC. We don't even need to do it. So good stuff there. We get to retreat and just Lost March for game. Sweet. All right. I'm glad we got to redeem ourselves with my sketchy little list here, instead of just kind of floundering like we did game 1 there. Let's roll into another one. Quick shout outs to the art contest. Hopefully you guys saw that video that I dropped on Friday. I'm doing an art contest. The submissions are open until my birthday on December 14th. So if you feel artistically inclined, make sure to check out the rules and conditions in the description below. Going to drop that into the description below as well. Should be a lot of fun. Grand prize gets $100. So super, super cool. I just am excited to see art. That's what I want for my birthday, is to see sweet Pokemon artwork featuring extreme sports. That's what I want to see. So excited about that, and hopefully you guys are too. If you know anybody, make sure to show them, tag them, link them, show them the contest rules. Anybody, anywhere can submit. Any country can submit. It doesn't matter where you live. If you are under the age of 18, just have a parent, submit the email for you. That's okay with me, just so that I don't have any younger kids, kind of doing stuff that their parents wouldn't want them to do online. All right, cool. So we've got ourselves some Trombones in this hand. We've got a Great Ball. We're going to Great Ball first just to see what we get. We've got ourselves a Zebstrika. That's actually pretty cool. And then I can Ultra Ball away. Let's see. We know my opponent's not going to knock me out turn 1. We know that. So I can pretty comfortably just Ultra Ball. I guess I have to Ultra Ball away both Trumbeaks, though, so that I can get myself a All right, yeah, this is how this is working. I have to Ultra Ball away both Trumbeaks and get myself a Blitzel. And then next turn I need to Ultra Ball one Grass and something else away for the Skiploom so that then I can, Floral Path away to the sky, yes, before I before I attach that final Grass energy. So that's what we got going on here. That's fine, though. I probably get the Ditto Prism Star. We just get the Ditto Prism Star. That's correct. So that we could evolve into Zebstrika. So that's cool. And then we just pass. We pass, and we have to Ultra Ball away our top deck next turn. And we hope that my opponent has no way to knock any of these things. Oh, no! Oh, well, it's that's a wrap, folks. That's just, we lose. I don't... 2 or fewer energy. Oh my gosh, horrible. And they're going to judge me turn 1. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So this is not good. But if my opponent gets any Pokemon into play, then I should be all right. So we'll do this. We're also going to Great Ball. I think we thin our deck first. Go get the Jump Bluff. I can technically knock out a Shuckle, I guess, if I attach a Grass energy and then also... if I attach a Grass and I attach a DCE. So it's not like undoable, but it's not fun. It's not what we're trying to do here. Let's Great Ball 2. Let's see what we get. We got a Natu. Alrighty then. We'll take it. And then I'm going to Trombone and chuck my Trombone, reveal card, and use ability. Oh, yes, I do not want to evolve. I've never had that situation come up where it's like asks if I want to evolve my Ditto Prism Star into a Trombone. No, definitely not. Never. Please never let me do that. My opponent, do I want to, let loose them? That is an option. Or let's see. 2, 4, 6. So we are doing enough to knock out this Zorua, which is good. And then this thing can GX me next turn, which is rough. That is definitely rough. I think I Ultra Ball away the Lily and the Blitzel, and I just let loose. Like, I'm cool with that. Seems fine. Let's just get more Pokemon into play. That seems okay. That or we Ultra Ball away Lily and Blitzel and get myself like a, I'm cool with it. Yeah, let's go. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep grinding out here. Cool. And then we'll let loose. We'll just see more cards. I want to get another Hoppip into play. So we're going to see if we can get all that going. Then I let loose. Yup. Let's shuffle draw 4. And my opponent gets a new hand of 4 too. So that's okay. Then I can sprint. Do I want to sprint? I might want to hang on to my Guzma here just to have it. Or I could give myself... I play Energy Recycle System. Let's sprint. Let's live a little. Sure. We're going to do it. We want to see more cards. Let's go. All right. So we've got, nothing here. We've got another Guzma and another Natu. That's okay. Let's just Lost March this thing for knockout. And go from there. Hopefully my opponent doesn't... I just need to... There's a Hoppip. Okay. Just sketchy. I guess they're not, like, knocking me out with Shuckle this turn, which is fine. But they are going to be able to triple poison, right, which would do 30 damage. Or they could do 40 and Wrap GX. If they Wrap GX, I do have Guzma, so I can take another knockout. But we want to see another energy is the thing. Because we need to eventually get... Yeah, they are going to Wrap GX. That's okay. Because I'll just Guzma one of these dudes out here. So let's just put the Hoppip down. And then at this point, I have Rescue Stretchers, so I don't really care. Oh, I can't. Let's Guzma. Sure. Let's Guzma up. Let's see the Ditto Prism Star. And then try to hit it with Natu. Yeah, let's just do that. So we'll bring up that guy. And we're going to try and draw into a DCE here off of the Sprint, I guess. What other option do I really have? So, I got to bench some people, right? But I should probably be benching Hoppips more than anything. So let's just Sprint again. And hopefully we get that DCE, take a little knockout. We did not, but that's okay. We've got Great Ball, we've got a Lost Blender, we've got a Net Ball. So I can get myself another Grass Energy if I wanted one. I could attach a Grass to a Natu. That's like not a horrible thing. Let's see what we end up getting off this great ball here. We got a trombone. That's cool. And then I also could netball, but I think next turn, let's see, do I want to ultra ball away the, let's see, did I get rid of that Blitzel? Oh yes, my other Zeb Strike line's just in the discard pile, just completely. So I want to get probably another Hoppip into play so that I just have more options, but I definitely want to attach an energy. They could knock me out, I guess. I'm trying to figure out what we end up doing here. I think maybe I attach another energy to a Natu, but I just want to. Now I wish that I had just benched another Natu so that I could have an option to knock out that Shuckle GX. But I guess that's fine. We netball, we get a grass energy, I think. That or we get another Hoppip and hope that my opponent doesn't. Yeah, we'll just hope that they don't Guzma knock out my jump bluff there, and then we hope we draw into a DCE to do that. Do I still have my energy? I do still have my energy recycle system. So we're going to need to get more kind of Pokemon in the Lost Zone anyway, so I'm cool with that. And then that guy's going to the Lost Zone anyway, so we might as well Lost Blunder those things away. We get to draw a new card. Cool. And then it's my opponent's turn. So if they decide to take a knockout on the Natu, we could go 3 energy and knock out Shuckle. And as we can see, Shuckle GX does not mean auto win against Lost March. I can put 3 energy, especially with the energy recycle system causing, just allowing me more flexibility in this deck. I can potentially take knockouts. See, this is bad though, because yes, obviously for obvious reasons this is not good, but I'm just perfectly content Cynthiaing here and just attaching more energy to my Pokemon, doing more of this, that's okay. We can Floral Path away to the sky, get just more Pokemon into the Lost Zone, and then we're cool just attaching a grass here, and we'll just pass to my opponent, and obviously we do get knocked out this turn, which is tough, but I'll just promote I don't know, anything else. I could promote a jump bluff, honestly, and that's just okay because the Shuckle will only do 30 damage to me. If they knock me out with a Zoroark, that's unfortunate. What's Shuckle's retreat cost? Ugh, that's not what we want. But I think that's just our best bet because everything else has, more hit points than we want. So, yeah, that's fine. We'll just put up the jump bluff, and we've put ourselves in a situation where we just pretty much take a GX knockout no matter what. 2, 4, 6. We do actually need much more Pokemon into the Lost Zone, though, so that is something we need to look out for. And since my opponent is playing a Rangaroo, they're playing Magcargo, this looks to be a Zoro control list. And they do have the Zoroark there, so they're probably cool just taking that knockout with Zoroark. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to continue putting energy onto Pokemon every single turn. And I'm already up a couple attachments now. So long as I keep attaching to my Lost Marchers, if they don't play Enhanced Hammer, or if they don't play too many hammers or anything, then I should be okay. But they probably do play Enhanced Hammer, which is not great for me. But I can take these knockouts, I can take a knockout on the Shuckle next turn, but I just need more. I need more Pokemon. Yikes. We should have a nice big draw turn this upcoming turn, though. We've got Sprint, we've got Cynthia. We're going to see at least 10 cards, so that's pretty cool as well. My opponent's board is starting to stabilize, though. They've got their Zoroarks out finally. We can kind of start to see the idea of this deck here come to fruition. They also play the Girafarig, which is just a super cool inclusion in this deck as well, and that's really good against Exeggutor, right? Because you could just pitch their energy away to the Lost Zone. So we'll go up with our jump bluff here, and let's see. We got Rescue Stretcher, so that's really good because I think I want just the Skiplooms and the jump bluffs. Okay, we actually need a lot of Pokemon back into the deck so that we can get just more stuff going on. Let's get ourselves a Trombone 1, 2, 3. Let's get all those back into the deck for sure. Then we're going to bench this guy, put a DC on it, and Cynthia, and then we hope we just hit some stuff that allows us to kind of grind a little bit. No, we did not hit stuff that allows us to grind. Not quite yet. So let's shuffle 3 basic energy cards back into the deck. We got 2 grass. That's cool. And then I guess we netball here and take a look at what we got. Yeah, we've got a Skip Bloom. We've got a Jump Bluff. We've got a Trumbeak. Oh, I'm actually like not going to be able to hit. I'm not going to be able to hit these numbers, just period. Like it's not happening. I think I've only got, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, I'm not hitting the numbers I need. So 120 is just like what we're kind of looking at here is like that's just what we have. I think I have another Rescue Stretcher in deck. I do. So we prize a lot of Pokemon. We just don't really have the juice. Let's see, if I get 3 more, I can do like 180, but that's not going to be quite enough either. So let's just, that's not good. We don't really want to get rid of these things here. So let's just Lost March, sure. We'll just do that 120 damage. I could have potentially just Lost Marched with the Natu, which would be better if they do play Enhanced Hammer. So if they're about to Enhanced Hammer that Natu, then we just like probably lose. So I probably should have poked it first. But I'm not sure that I have the long game. Now that I'm looking at it, yeah, I think I put myself in a weird position where I don't have enough juice, enough Lost Marchers in the discard. I have too much or enough Lost Marchers in the Lost Zone. I have too many Pokemon in the discard pile, and that's just not good for me. We only have 1 Lost Blender down, so we would have to hit our other copy of whatever it is that I'm thinking about. We need to hit our other copy of Rescue Stretcher, throw more Pokemon back into the Lost Zone. But I think this is the first time I've ever had this issue in particular where we just discarded too many. So it's all like a learning experience for me. This is my second video with Lost March. We saw it run really well that one game, but obviously we were like trading with non-GX decks there. And now that we like can't knock out things like Shuckle, like that's just that's kind of obnoxious. But I think that I'm just going to like more or less run out of resources here rather than anything else. So we can take a knockout on Shuckle here so long as they don't Enhanced Hammer the Natu, which they don't. So we're cool with that. We're just going to put the Natu up, double DCE, and is it energy cards? No, it's energy. Okay, so we're cool there. That's fine. And then we'll Cynthia, and hopefully we draw into a better hand. We've got a grass energy there too. Cool. Let's just Cynthia, and we want like Hoppip, no Jump Bluff. That's what, or Skip Bloom, no Jump Bluff. This is actually perfect. So that is very good. The Life Forest would have been so good just saying, the Life Forest would have been insane last turn. So we didn't get that, but that's all good. It's fine. Too little, too late. So we'll send them away here. And then we should have a knockout on this guy, especially since we're about to Trombone. Yeah, Trombone. Yeah, you go away. We got a Zorua on top. Okay. And then we can Great Ball again. We've got another Jump Bluff. I desperately need a Rescue Stretcher. So I think we just sprint here. Yeah, there's plenty of energy in the deck. Done. Okay. And then we are doing... Let's see, we've got 3, 6, 9. So we're actually doing enough to knock this thing out now. The Life Forest seems kind of like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then let's just sprint. Draw 4 more cards. We can't deck out, so we need to be a little careful of that as well. There's the Rescue Stretcher. Good. So let's shuffle 3 Pokemon into the deck. We need, in the deck, we need Natu, Trombone, and... another Natu? Sure. Yep, that's what we need. Done. So that will help. And then we need to pull some other things off of potentially the prizes here. So not a lot of cards left in the deck. We have a lot of energy in my hand. A Lost Mixer and a DCE. Okay, so that's cool. We need to draw like very specific card off the top deck here. We definitely need like a Natu. Am I down all 3? I am down all 3 of my Guzmas as well, so that is highly unfortunate. I think we're in a situation where I guess their attack poisons me, and I do have double DCE on the Natu, so they kind of have to come up with a of the Zoroark this turn. And now we have 3, 6, 9, 180. We need just one more Pokemon in the discard pile. That is just so tough. No, that would give me to 200. We need 2 more Pokemon in the discard pile, but we have all my energy in hand. So I think I just am a little bit out of luck here as far as being able to put this game together. I might have to just wait on some top decks. Or are they about to Guzma or something? Escape rope? What are they doing? I'm okay with that. I think, what do we do here? Yeah, we just promote the Marshadow. That's fine. So are they about to try and Enhanced Hammer? Okay, that's fine. I see it. Do they double Enhanced Hammer? Is that what they got? Yeah, they're double Enhanced Hammer. Okay, that's fine. It's not great. That is definitely not what we wanted. But Flying Flip here, definitely an interesting choice. And then they're going to Kukui. Okay, so they're trying to take as many knockouts as they can that way. I might have played myself then, honestly, by promoting the Marshadow. That is, like, not good. We've got a Jumpluff in our hand, so let's, okay, we can't Guzma, we can't Sprint. Let's see what we get off of this. Sure, we'll attach a Grass here, and we'll Law Splendor away this and my other Grass. So see what we get there. Ultra Ball doesn't really help us. That's okay. And then we just have to, oh, we could heal. Sweet, honestly, busted card. And then we'll just pass to my opponent, I guess. And we just have to kind of sit here and wait. They should be able to Guzma whoever for knockout. That was an odd play on my opponent's part. I thought for sure they would take a knockout, but I guess they're just going for the bonus prize there on Natu. If they take out the Natu, I think I am just out of attackers, though. I might have one. I do have one Natu left in the deck, so I could potentially get there. I have 200 damage worth of Pokemon. I have one Trumbeak left in the deck as well, so I can sprint if it's for game, but I can't sprint unless it's for game. So if they leave this Tapu Koko up in the active position again, then I can knock out the Tapu Koko next turn, but then I don't have a way to necessarily, I guess I would have to attach the, oh, they're taking 2 prizes this turn. So good game to my opponent, definitely fun, well played. That's kind of a crazy list that they had here with all of the shuckle and everything. I think we gave ourselves a shot there, and I think I did just lose myself the game potentially by putting up the Marshadow, but I think if I don't put up the Marshadow, then they just like knock out my Jumpluff, so that's just, that's just the way that is. So definitely good game there, tough stuff. Nobody expects to be able to beat this deck, I guess, a Shuckle deck with Lost March. But we got pretty close, honestly. I think, I'm not disappointed with how close we were. And then especially some turns there, if I just hit, like, my Stadium or whatever, then, we end up healing the Jumpluff there. We just prized too many Pokemon as well. So, dang, Lost March still kind of coming up a little short for me. But definitely a solid deck, definitely fun. Working on the list, so definitely, I don't know, a work in progress to say the least. But a blast to play. Make sure to check out the art contest again if you are interested. The info for that is in the description below. Also got that new Patreon tier up, the Influencer tier, the Mega Blastoise tier, if you are interested in having your deck shown off in my gameplay videos. So that is a thing as well. Going to show off this list here real quick, and like I said, this is just I just like tried all these crazy, changes to the list to see what we could end up doing. There's no Elms in here, there's no Lele in here. I think that there's a couple good ideas, like, Zebstrika and Energy Recycler help with like your energy situation for sure. We did not run out of energy that game, so that was really good. But we might need to include some more aggressive cards. Like we might need to include Choice Band. I actually only have 3 Lily in here. Thought I had 4, but might need to include more Choice Bands. Might need to include another Lost Mixer. This Stadium might be silly, but it also could have been really good there. So like, you never really know. I don't know. Healing your Jumpluffs seems like a fine strategy to me. And then having like lots of grass energy to be able to just go in and play like a Jumpluff deck seems kind of good. But, you know, that is how that goes. So anyways, let me know what you guys think of Lost March in the comments below. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell. Check out the Etsy store and Patreon stuff in the description below as well. Peace.